Greetings! Welcome to the Devlog for hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. We're going to start off as always with a quick sound check. Make sure speakers aren't up too high. Wonderful. So what have we got for you this week? Well, it is Meatmas Day, and a Merry Meatmas to all of you, and you, despite the fact that you're running into me. That is right, it is time for us to do our yearly unboxing. So, because of that, obviously, this is full of spoilers. If you still plan to open these yourself, either later today or later this week or what have you, I recommend not watching this video from here on in, because I'm going to be opening these and taking a look at them and playing with them and such. So this is your final warning if you do not wish to see the gifts before you get to play them yourself. All right, let us get started. We've got a whole bunch of them this year. Gift number one. Up it goes, and we have the M5. This is done by the 3D artist A2. I had this a while ago. This is interesting in that it's basically like a compact high-capacity pistol in an absolutely tiny Soviet cartridge. This is 545 by 18 millimeter. You can think of it almost like a really hot 25 ACP. So doesn't kick much. Really easy to fire rapidly. Let's see if we can hit a snowflake with it. There we go. That was good. Wasn't sure what the drop was going to be at this distance, but there we go. Got it. Wonderful little piece there. Fun little gun to start things off with. Beautiful. Beautiful little piece. Moving on to number two, slightly bigger box. Up it goes, and look at that, long-awaited. I've been asked for these for ages. We have a set of Ithaca 37s. I hadn't put this in for the longest time because I think I've probably had like 4 models for this gun over the years, and there was always at least one thing about the model that I didn't like. I didn't like the finish, I didn't like the texturing on the stock, or what have you, but I quite like these. Let's take some shots. I think we got triple hit in here. There we go. Helps to aim, Anton. Oh, missed with that one. And of course, we've got a shorty version, which honestly I like the look of more. A little harder to aim at this range. Yeah, that was high. Yeah, we're not gonna get that one. You know what? I know I put a bunch of steel targets in here, but I don't think I actually put them very close. Ah, there we go. There we go. Still somehow missed at that range. But there you have it. A set of Ithaca 37s, just looking super handsome. Beautiful. Put these over here. Box number 3. Off it goes. We have this beautiful set by Ale of SW41s. You know me. You know, if you've been following me long enough, you know I have a thing for ridiculous 22s, and these things are just huge. Actually, we've got a this is the classic. This is the, even with this break, I think 1959 for these. With that break, this thing just like barely moves when you fire it. There's 10 and 12 round magazines for it. Beautiful little piece. And there is a heavy short variant, and then a modern one that has a pick rail on the top. So just so that it's maximum stylish for when you get this in taken hold and wanted something that fired 9. LOL. Wonderful. Number 4. Up it goes. Bonk. We have an utterly cursed piece. This is the RC, whoa, what is it? 7615. That's right. Stanag compatible. Here is your pump AR. Let's see, can we hit something with it? That was high. There we go. Not exactly the most effective weapon, but once again, this is in the category of like someone asked for ages. They were like, you should have a pump action AR. So this is the closest thing. I think I just have this classed under carbine in the item spawner because I don't think I'm gonna be putting much more pump rifles in the game. But if I ever put a second pump rifle, I guess I'll make a category in the item spawner for it, and this will just live in carbines until then. Oh, why would anyone buy this? Moving on. Whew. Up it goes. And we got this weird piece. So this is the P11. This is an underwater pistol. And granted, then in real life, there's two types of ammo for it. There's ammo that's designed to be fired underwater, which is our darts. And then there's above ground ammo, which is something closer to, I believe it's actually a 7.62 projectile, just doesn't fire very fast. This is technically a rocket pistol in that a battery in here ignites an electronic fuse and it starts moving, and then a restriction in the barrel diameter stops the sabot and the round keeps going. But that actually means that this isn't very powerful. Like, let's see here. Let's see if I can get him with it. Oh. Safety. Sorry, buddy. You're a testing wiener. Yeah, as you can see, body shots here aren't even doing much with it. The number of joules that this thing has is not very high, and I think the effective range for it is listed as something like 15 meters. But a neat piece, and as you can see, is like we can see the baffles there are closed, and then when we fire it, they have actually been shot open. So, fun little detail to implement. Just a weird little historical piece. Not the most effective, but I just think just look at it. It's so weird and bulky and cool. I just had to. P11. Bum, 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 ba, do, 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 whoosh. Open one up. Oh. And here we have the pistol with just like the most hilarious euphemism of a name. I've seen this referred to as a veterinary pistol, because I guess it's a really quiet way to put an animal down. But this is essentially your modern version of the well rod. So it's a bolt action pistol. We unlock that, pull it back. But this is actually in a modern cartridge, 9x19. Nice and quiet. Not as quiet as the well rod is with its destructible wipes, but still super quiet. That should have been a hit. Why am I not hitting that? Am I hitting high or low? There we go. Got it. Let's see if we can get a snowflake. Boom. Cool little piece. 6 shots, but because it takes 9x19, you could actually put one of the plus P ammos in this, or even the API, and this could actually be quite a tool in take and hold. What a neat little piece. SPS 9. Boo-da-boop, and up it goes. Beautiful looking set here. We have I've been wanting to put a 410 lever action in for ages, and I got a beautiful set of 3 for you here. This is the MX 410. These are all modern. Insert that in there. Beautiful little piece. Great new sound. Oh, there's me. There we go. Great stuff. Nice and punchy. Just fantastic. Honestly, those are fantastic irons to aim with, especially because I run my HMD a little lower res for filming, so it's smooth, and those are still crystal clear. We've got a tactical variant for it that has, honestly, even a more effective That's a fantastic, I guess against white it's not so great, but against any other material, that is just a fantastic reticle top rail for it. And of course we got a shorty, because, you know, gotta have a shorty version. Let's see, I haven't done this in a while. There we go. Coolest part of having a lever action. Good stuff. Shorty MX410. Up it goes. So a little background on this silly piece. This is, I don't even remember where and when I got this model. I must have gotten this model maybe in the first year of doing H3, first year or two, and it just sat around. I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. I did a stream ages ago where I showed it off in one of my like gun staging scenes and then forgot about it, and a couple folks had requested, like, hey, are you ever gonna put in that weird triple barrel shotgun? And so I decided to finally put it in this year as a bit of a hand cannon. As you can see, it's got like a twin laser sight on it to aid hip firing, and I decided to put the 12 gauge belted round in because it's got a bit more punch to it. And this sucker, this just makes this just a really mean and powerful, fast to load, fast to fire hand cannon. And the 12 gauge belted round is just not messing around. It's just so cool to have, you know, something that big and brass. Boom. Sometimes gets stuck when ejecting. Not really a long range aiming. I cannot see my laser. Nope, that's not happening. Not a long range weapon, but super fun. Whop. Moving on, what do we have? Whew. Up it goes. Finally, Merry Meatmas, Aaron. We finally have the Canadian C7A1 and C7A2 rifles. Let's see, this is the mag ghost with this, with the A1. Pop that in there. I've actually got beautiful, this is an EC79A2 optic. Nice and clear reticle. Let's get ourselves some more. Get a better angle on those. Yeah, that is clear as day. This is, honestly, this makes this just one of the better scopes to use in the game. Nice. Oop, there's my tracking being weird. Where am I standing relative to my base stations? There we go. Am I hitting? Ah, you know what? I'm hitting the collider for the tree. There we go. Beautiful stuff. And this is I had to push a bug fix. This was set to burst. It's now correctly set to full auto. So there you have it. At long last, the meme has been fulfilled. The C7s have arrived. I'm sure, Aaron, you will now find another Canadian gun to just continually request from me as needed. Beautiful stuff. C7 rifles. Our northest. Should definitely take a look. Always put some wonderful details into the writing on these, as this is from the Northest Dakotan Forces. Love that little touch. Moving on, next. Up it goes. And so I had Stefan make this for me. We definitely need some volunteers for this. This is, I think what went through my mind, I think it was when the queen died and they're showing off some of the crown jewels, and I was like, wait a minute, isn't one of those the holy hand grenade? Which apparently inspired it. So I was like, I need a holiest of hand grenades. This is the holy horseshoe grenade in H3. Super holy sounding, and whooah! Boom! Right to lemon heaven you go. So stupid. I love it. One more. I did indeed. So there you have it. Wouldn't be a Meatmas without another ridiculous new grenade in this game. Moving on, we have, in a huge box, some ordnance, this ridiculous thing. This is the Panzerfaust 3, which uses a disposable cartridge like this, and then a reusable launcher. So we pop that on here. We have an overcomplicated reticle that I have no idea how it actually works, but I just sort of aim roughly at the center. Bam! I'm amazed I got that on the first shot. Let's aim again. Blammo! Honestly, like, super fast and convenient to reload. I quite, this will totally be fun to use in a combat context. Anyone out there? Nope. Who wants to get blown up? Sorry for this. Wow. That chunk went far. There you have it. Panzerfaust 3. Kablammo. No, This Osing's like, please, don't shoot me with the rocket launcher. I was just here for hot cocoa. And now we have the first of our crossover weapons. This from the developers of Sprawl, who actually did something great for me. That game has a very retro aesthetic, but the guns were modeled higher poly. And so Rebel actually did a new retopo of the gun just for H3 from the high-def source, but at a higher level of detail than was in the game. So this is the Hero Anky YT prototype railgun that, honestly, I should throw an optic on it to make it a little... It doesn't have an integrated iron on it. So let's at least give this a dot. Beautiful. Throw out that zero distance like 50 meters. And the way this works is you just hold down the trigger. It charges up. Blammo. Just fair warning, the projectile on this is ballistically a little bugged. It should be doing, I think it's so over penetrating right now that it just doesn't actually do that much damage on impact. Can't believe I missed that shot. How embarrassing. Blammo. I just love the, like, impact cylinders there. I can't resist a railgun. So there you have it. The Hero Anky YT from Sprawl. Super cool boomer shooter. You should check out as well. Moving on. The second one of our crossovers. Oh, off you go. There it goes. We have, fresh from Vertigo 2, thanks to its developer, Zach, a good buddy of mine, we have the Meat Nailer. With our giant meat nails, we load into it like so. I'm going to go ahead and spawn some non-activated ones, some shot dogs. Sorry, you have been brought into existence purely to be perforated. This uses the same sort of code and approach that the sustenance crossbow does, which means it can just stick things into the ground, as this fellow is just meat nailed directly into the ground. Sorry about this. Kablammo. Oh, and this loading device is so neat. And by neat, I meant it took me an entire day to decipher Zach's code and figure out how to actually get it working with my, like, chambering systems and such. But we managed. A little bit of back and forth. Super cool, like, reflex optic. Oh, come on. We can do this. Come on. Huh. I think the like left to right parallax is why I'm not hitting that at that distance. I tried to make this be able to be adjustable, but something's wrong with it. I'm gonna have to play around with it more. Come on, I know I've hit one of these. There we go, finally got one. Super fun. I just love this thing. So ridiculous, so big. Thanks to Zach for letting me have one of his toys here in H3. This is absolutely the most fitting one to go in the game. And then last, the one that took absolutely the most implementation work. A model that Stefan made for me, honestly, I think it was a couple years ago now, that I didn't get around to because I knew it was going to be such a pain to do. This is real. This is the Girandoni air rifle. It's from 1780, and it is a multi-shot. Let's spawn lock and duplicate some of our ammo here. So the way this works is we've got a tubular magazine that is gravity fed. We put the shots in. Make sure to close it before tipping the gun down, or they'll actually start falling right back out of it. Boop, like that. And then we've got a breech block that well, I'm clicking up on the touchpad. I believe they'll be whichever the forward buttons if you have Quest controllers. That slides this to the side, and because we have the gun tip back, allows one round to slide into here, comes over, we pull the hammer back, and then we fire. Oh, that was a miss. As you can see, it's pretty quiet because it's an air rifle. Bammo! Where is... I want to plink some steel with this. Yeah, let's see. We should be able to get this one. Am I overshooting it? There we go. I gotta be shooting a high. Nope, I might just be bad. Oh, come on. That one surely should have hit. As I just move closer and closer to it. There we go. Haven't practiced with this much. So, if you're like, all right, how many times can this fire? So the way this basically works is that the tubular magazine can hold 20 rounds. This air tank, which is what the stock is, can hold about 30 shots of useful pressure, though the last 5 tend to start deteriorating. I actually let you overpressure it a little bit. And if we wanted to manually recharge this, even though I don't expect anyone to actually do this, I did it, you know, for the memes and for the authenticity. Here's a pump. We can slam this into the ground. Come on. This doesn't connect very well to certain surfaces. It wants to penetrate through them. Come on. We'll just do it by hand. We affix this here. We screw it on. And then we would pump this something on the order of 1,500 times, which would give us a useful amount of pressure. According to some videos online, this takes about 20 minutes or so. Make sure that's on there tight. Right now, sadly, because you rotate slightly as you pump, it triggers that sound effect. I need to make that work better. I kind of ran out of time. There we go. This is a little... Here's your holiday action, folks. This is your authentic firearm H3 holiday action. I knew this is what you were all looking for. But that's how we charge this up. I'm sure someone will end up eventually posting a take and hold run of them just doing that authentically. But for now, if you just want a new full one, you can just spawn lock it, pull it out, screw that back on there. Beautiful. Do 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 do. Beautiful. Ah, perfect. I love little air rifles like this. Well, not so little. Can get you. Gotta get you. Oh, I'm shooting way low. Oh, still way low. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Only has about 150 joules behind it. This is not a long-range weapon, but still surprisingly effective. And just, I don't know, I had to do this because, and I love doing stuff like this, because no one else is going to bother implementing all of the futzy operation of this type of weapon. That's H3's purview, so I almost kind of have to do it. So there you have it. There is our Meatmas unboxing. I hope you all enjoyed checking these out, and I hope those of you who watch these things first in video form get a chance to play with them in real life in the game. They of course will be here. They're in the item spawner. A couple of them are not categorized perfectly yet, but I will fix that. But yeah, anywho, I am exhausted. Yesterday was very long, but I will leave you here, and I hope you all have yourselves a very merry Meatmas, a safe and happy holidays with those you love, and I will see y'all soon. Peace. Ba-da-bo, ba-da-doo, doo, 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 ba-da-do, bop.